Picture this, your friend is drowning in credit card debt, complaining about money problems for the 100th time. You give them solid advice, cut the subscriptions, make a budget, stop eating out. 3 months later, nothing's changed. Sound familiar? What if I told you the problem isn't your advice, it's how you're delivering it? Hi, I'm Grant, and today we're diving into the psychology behind why even the best financial advice falls on deaf ears, and more importantly, how to fix it. Here's the brutal truth. Most financial advice is treated like junk mail. People hear it, nod politely, then completely ignore it. And this isn't just happening with friends and family. Even people who pay for financial advice struggle to follow through. But here's what's really interesting. The same person who ignores your budget suggestion will religiously follow their doctor's prescription. They'll meal prep for a fitness coach but won't track expenses for you. Why? The answer lies in something called advice adherence, and understanding this concept will transform how you help people with money forever. Mistake number 1, you're giving advice nobody asked for. I know you're trying to help. But unsolicited advice triggers something psychologists call psychological reactance. Think about it. When someone tells you what to do without asking, what's your first instinct? To resist, right? Here's what neuropsychologist Moira Summers discovered working with financial planners. Even when people desperately need help, they have to want your specific help. So instead of jumping straight into "you should try this" approach, "Hey, I've noticed you've been stressed about money lately. I have a few ideas that might help, but only if you want to hear them. Would that be useful?" See the difference? You're giving them control. You're making it their choice. And people are infinitely more likely to follow advice they've actively requested. Here's mistake number 2, and this one's huge. You're accidentally shaming them. Now, you might be thinking, Grant, I would never shame someone. But here's the thing, shame doesn't always sound like yelling. Sometimes it sounds like this. Why don't you just stop buying coffee? You really need to get your act together. If you just had more discipline. Every single one of these statements, while technically true, creates shame. And shame is the enemy of action. When people feel ashamed, their brain goes into defensive mode. They shut down, make excuses, or worse, they start avoiding you entirely. The financial gurus on social media love this approach because it gets views, but it doesn't create lasting change. Here's what does work. Instead of "you need to stop wasting money," try "money management is tough for everyone." What feels like the biggest challenge for you right now? See how that lands differently. You're acknowledging their struggle instead of judging it. And people who feel understood are people who take action. Mistake number 3, you're overwhelming them with too much at once. Here's what usually happens. Someone asks for money help, so you download everything you know. Budget spreadsheets, investment strategies, debt payoff plans, the works. But here's what research shows. People struggling with money are often cognitively overwhelmed. Their brain is already maxed out dealing with financial stress. When you add more complexity, you're not helping, you're paralyzing them. The solution? Break it down into stupidly simple steps. Instead of create a budget and track all your expenses, try this 3-step approach. Step 1, turn off one-click purchasing on all your devices. That's it. Nothing else until this is done. Step 2, once that's complete, set up online access to view all your bank accounts in one place. Step 3, only after steps 1 and 2, start checking your account balances daily. Each step builds on the last, creating momentum instead of overwhelm. And momentum is everything when it comes to financial change. Sometimes the problem isn't your advice, it's that you're the one giving it. I know that stings, but hear me out. Your sister might ignore your investment suggestions but follow a financial planner's identical advice to the letter. Why? Because sometimes people need a neutral third party. Maybe they're embarrassed about sharing certain details with you. Maybe they don't want to feel judged by someone close to them. Or maybe they just need the authority that comes with professional expertise. Recognizing this isn't a failure, it's wisdom. Some of the best financial advice you can give is, "I think you'd benefit from talking to a professional about this. I know someone great. Would you like me to make an introduction?" You're still helping, just in a different way. Here's the secret sauce that makes advice stick. Ongoing support. Think about why personal trainers are effective. It's not just the workout plan. It's the accountability, the encouragement, the gentle push when motivation fades. The same principle applies to money advice. Don't just give suggestions and disappear. Create a support system. How about we check in next week to see how it's going? Want to tackle this together? I could use a money accountability partner too. I'm proud of you for taking this step. How can I support you through this? People follow through when they feel supported, not judged. Let's bring this all together. Here's your new framework for giving money advice that actually sticks. First, get permission. Make sure they want your help before giving it. Second, lead with empathy, not judgment. Shame shuts people down. Third, start stupidly simple. One small step at a time. Fourth, know when to refer out. Sometimes you're not the right messenger. Fifth, provide ongoing support. Change happens with encouragement, not abandonment. Follow this framework, and you won't just give better advice, you'll actually see people act on it. The people in your life are lucky to have someone who cares enough to help them financially. But caring isn't enough, you need the right approach. If this video helped you understand why your money advice hasn't been landing, hit that like button. And if you want more psychology-backed strategies for talking about money, subscribe and ring the notification bell. Drop a comment below. What's the biggest challenge you face when trying to help someone with money? I read every comment and often turn them into future videos. Remember, the goal isn't just to give advice. It's to give advice that creates real, lasting change. And now you know exactly how to do that. I'll see you in the next one.